Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Alopecia Angel podcast. On this week's episode, I wanted to share Angela's progress with hair growth and so much more. She just finished up the Hair and Heal program, and this is her week 9, essentially. So 1 week after. She did take a week off for a vacation to Barbados and came back. She did cheat, and she still continues to see results. So this is the power of your body. This is the power of your hair growth. This is the possibility and the opportunity that everyone has, regardless of age, race, or ethnicity. Just to give you a little background on Angela, she's 60 years old, she's a nurse, and on top of it, she has been diagnosed with scarring alopecia. So she has continued to see hair growth and has defied the odds. So who's next? I would love to celebrate you. I would love to interview you, and I would love to have you on my podcast so you can also share your story. I hope you get inspired as I have with this story, because it's never, ever too late. Thanks so much. Listen in.
So like I said, this all started over 20 years ago. And it was a bad hair day at a hairdresser. And it was back in a time when I used to perm, and every 6 weeks she would perm my hair. Wow. But I would have the updos. And so I wouldn't have to do anything with my hair, just go and get pampered and let her do my hair all the time. And then once I took it down myself and decided to start washing my hair, and I noticed that there was thinning in the middle of the hair. And she goes, so I was told, because you shower and the shower water is hitting the middle of your hair, so it's getting thin. I said, that doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. And then I realized it got more and more thin, the bottom part of my hair. And my sister-in-law's a hairdresser. She goes, no, that's from the perm that wasn't washed out properly. And it just sat there and just went through your scalp and just totally, you got hair loss. So from then, I just did other things. Some of it did grow back, but the middle part where the bald spot was, that just grew into very shiny. And then I went to a naturopath who did an assessment on my scalp. And she said, yeah, that's totally scar tissue. And it's trying to come back, but it's not going to come back. I said, okay. So I did PRP last year. That didn't do much. It just cost a lot of money, but I didn't do too much. I didn't do the maintenance that they suggested because it was just too expensive. And I did see you last year, and it took me a while to get on board with your program. And then I thought, okay, you know what? This girl obviously knows what she's talking about because you have a lot of testimonies. And I did my reviews, looked at the reviews, and I started your supplements in the program. And yeah, so I noticed, like I did say, that episode, I think it was the second week when you said that it's going to start getting itchy. My scalp was itchy, but my legs were more itchy than my scalp, really and truly. So I noticed that my legs were coming in, had to shave them more often. Chin hairs were coming in more often. I had to get rid of those, especially the gray hairs in the chin. And so I noticed my hairline was coming in. Like I said, the scarring is still there, but the surrounding areas are coming in really small, slowly but surely. Like I said, it's over 20 years, so I don't expect it all to come in 8 weeks, realistically, right? I went away for a week to Barbados, so I did kind of splurge with all the good food. So, and I did, right? And then I noticed that the spots on my hairline were coming back. I did notice that. I said, oh, okay, so I better get back on track. So when I came back, I got back on track with the program. So yeah, so I'm still on track with the program. The weight loss is phenomenal. Like everybody sees the weight loss. If anything, they see that. So I still have to wear my wigs and my hair wraps. I don't usually go on camera without my head wrapped. I have noticed it takes a toll on relationally, really and truly, when you're dating. To be wearing wigs all the time. And if you want to get close to someone, you don't want the wig to slip or anything like that. So I'm very, very conscious about that. But my hair can go back in a little bit of a ponytail, and it kind of fills in. So I don't see all the shiny spots at the side when I go back, right? Look at this. Looks pretty good.
So your hairline's growing back in. You're already starting to feel a ponytail coming in. And this is all within how long? Because this is the juicy part people want to understand.
So when we started the program, so when was our 8 weeks was up like a week ago? Was that right? Mm-hmm. So maybe 9 weeks or 10 weeks.
In 9-10 weeks, you see hairline, weight loss, little ponytails coming in, all the shiny spots are going away. You even had vacation. You cheated. And you're getting back into the groove of things, but you're seeing so many differences, mind, body, and
small
spirit.
differences. Yeah, small differences. Like the spot up here is still there. Like that's still there. But I don't know, because when I did the assessment last year or the year before, she said the hair follicles are still there, but yet it is scarring, right? So there was scarring, but the hair follicles were around it. But I can see that, I can feel that area where I can feel the little bits of hair trying to come through.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And then hair on your legs and everywhere else where you need to start shaving.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And the best part is it's like now you have the keys to success to manage this and to go forward.
Yeah. Right.
What are some of the, because I know everyone who joins us is always probably a bit skeptical, right? So what were some of the things holding you back? Because you had mentioned that you met me or heard of me a year prior.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know. I guess doing other things, the price point at the time. So I wasn't sure because a big price point, and then you have to make sure that this is legit, right? It's kind of, could you try other little different things? You kind of just give up after a while. I feel this is my life, right? So this time you did the masterclass, right, on Facebook. So from then I figured, okay, I'm just going to do it. Just get my credit card out and that's it. I pay back everything I need to pay back, but just do it. Because I wasn't doing anything else to really, I did the PRP already, I did other things, bought all different hair products. So let me just try your program with the supplements. And I just kind of went for it.
And how do you feel now? Like mentally, emotionally, physically, how do you feel now seeing that hair growth is possible, seeing that potentially that this diagnosis is not the accurate diagnosis? You know, you're starting to see so much revitalization happening all over.
I think at the end of the day, like I said, 8 weeks is not going to be total growth. But I think as I go along, like check back in 6 months and let me see where I am at. But I do feel like this is where I have to go. And it's about me. And at the end of the day, I think I made a conscious effort after COVID. Well, we still have COVID. I'm a critical care nurse. And all my life, I've just been pouring into other people and trying to get them back on track. And you kind of neglect yourself in certain things. So at the end of the day, I said, this is my time to really, really make a conscious effort and pour into me. So I'm doing your hair program. I'm doing another program for relationships. And I'm doing another program for online trading, how to teach myself to do online trading. So I'm really pouring into my well-being and my future and my health and wellness and the whole thing.
Yes. Amen to that. Amen to that, because this is the time. If not now, then when? Because really, I mean, if not now, then when? I mean, you know, the good and the bad is that you're learning exactly what you need to know now. And you're taking that proactive step to invest in yourself because you are worthy of that investment. But then it also, you know, being a nurse, as you are, you've been taking care of others. But even without being a nurse, being a mom, being a sister, being a friend, you always, everyone, it tends to be women, right? We always just give more than we can, more than we really account for. And it is taxing, you know, and sometimes when we don't do enough, we also feel guilty. That also comes in, and I understand you 100%. I'm guilty of that as well. But 100% investing in yourself is the only way up. It really is. It's the only way where you can actually see results. So it saves you time. It saves you, you know, having to do 4 years of trial and error, like I did, to find my hair loss eureka moment versus 8 weeks. You have all the information, you have all the answers, and you're already seeing progress, and you just move forward.
Yeah, great. I like your program. It's really good. I would recommend it. Yeah, for sure. You did the work. Like you put the work into it. You can tell with your weekly updates. It's like you did the work for us. You did a lot of work, actually.
You know, you'll start to see all the symptoms go away. When I was going through alopecia, I had this immense brain fog. The memory loss was just so rampant. The insomnia was crazy. And then little by little, it started peeling off, layer to layer. It started peeling off. And then all of a sudden, it was kind of like this big veil just came off me. And, you know, then you feel better. And as the years go by and you still maintain, you know, the learnings of the program, then you're like, okay, I'm actually almost 100% back from before I even got alopecia. And that's even a beautiful thing because it is possible. Our bodies are magical in that sense. It is possible, just like you can, you know, restore a 1912, Ford car that, that was built, the first model. You can rebuild that to its glory. You can rebuild our bodies too. And it just takes the belief and the action. So kudos to you for believing, for investing in yourself, for taking the action, and for, seeing the results. Cause that's what it is. You take action, you see results. Is there anything that you would like to share that maybe we don't know about, or any tips or advice to people who are either on the fence or just started the program, or anything else?
No, apart from that, it's good for your skin, it's good for your weight, and it's good for your hair. The whole program.
How much weight did you lose?
More than 10.
More than 10.
Yeah. But I put it back on when I went away, of course.
No.
But yeah, it's okay. Well, they do average. When you go away, you indulge. So you put on more than about 5 to 10 pounds when you go on vacation for a week. So, but yeah, it was more than 10 pounds.
Good for you. And I know with a lot of people, especially any female over the age of 40, it's harder to lose weight. I know it's harder for them to do all these things. And I think I can safely assume, since I'm over 40 as well, that, that this is also holds true for you. And I see so much happiness in your eyes. I really do. And I love it.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to be 60 in September. So.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the whole process.
Good for you. Good for you. I had another lady. She was 65, alopecia universalis. She did my program. And in less than 8 weeks, she started seeing the hairline come in and more hair come in, and she couldn't believe it. It had been 6 years that she's been dealing with it as well. Completely bald, no eyelashes, no nothing. And she's actually also a nurse. Coincidentally, she's actually a nurse as well, but she saw lots of hair growth as well. So it's incredible. At any age, at any stage, it's possible. And you're just another phenomenal success story and example. So thank you for being, here with me. Thank you for letting me share your story. And thank you for also letting us to celebrate you and congratulate you, because, it does take effort. It does take the will. If there's a desire, if there's a will, anyone can do this.
Exactly. But thank you for your effort and for your time, because you put a lot of work into it. You can tell, and your passion.
Yeah, I'm definitely passionate. I'm all about, blazing a path when people say that there's no construction. It's a dead end. As I just got back to the States and I'm in this new town, and I don't know anyone here, and I'm driving around trying to understand the neighborhood, and I see a lot of one ways or reroutes or construction or dead ends. And, as we're talking, this reminds me a lot of that, because I feel like any option that I chose was a dead end, or was like a one way or a reroute. And then I'm just like, no, I'm going to get my own shovel and I'm going to make my highway, and it's going to be like the fastest toll road ever.
I hear you.
And this is the way we have to be, it's just like, I don't take no for an answer. And I know you don't either.
No, for sure. Actually, I don't know if you're a Christian or not, but about maybe 10 years ago, I was at a church service, and a visiting preacher was prophesying, and he called me up. And he goes, because at the time I was wearing a wig, so you can't tell if anything was wrong. But he goes, I really don't know what this is about, but I just sensed that something in the middle of your head, and the Lord is just saying regrowth. Yeah. So I always held on to that word. And I said, okay, Lord, you pretty well gave me confirmation all those years ago that there's going to be regrowth. And this man doesn't know me from Adam. And he didn't see anything physically to say, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Because just the Lord said it's going to be regrowth right here.
Yesterday I did yoga, and the yoga instructor had kind of like these extra healing powers modalities. She was doing Reiki on all of us without us really knowing. Like I knew, I felt the energy, everyone is energy, and I felt her energy. And, there was actually another lady behind me, and she was crying. She was sobbing through this yoga practice. And, a lot of times you release, when someone sees you, it's almost like that voice, that little bit of encouragement that people need to say, I can do this. It's coming.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, congratulations. Please keep me updated on the next steps, on where you're going, on how things proceed. Like I want to see and hear more by the fall.
Okay,
December.
I'll send it. I'll update you with the pictures. I took week 0. I took pictures at week 0. And then week 8, I did the pictures again. So I'll do another 2 months. I'll do some more pictures.
Fabulous. Fabulous. I can't wait.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. You're such a blessing to us all. Thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Johanna.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Alopecia Angel podcast, a positive light in healing alopecia. You can do this and we can help. Spread the word that reversing alopecia is possible by telling your friends and family.